Good morning.
Hey, y'all.
Good morning, y'all. What time is it? It's 6:59. I was in here at 6:31 trying to start this thing. We've changed cameras, we've changed mics, we've changed positions. I love you so much.
I'm not saying a word.
I'm
I'm let you get to set your system so you can be done.
Yesterday, so speaking of yesterday's convention, for those of you that join us, please announce yourself when you're here. Is that you on here? Is somebody else? There's one person watching. Announce yourself, whoever it is, please. Or no,
identify yourself.
It's the nation.
Bring your papers.
It's someone from Bring Your Papers.
Show us your papers.
So we tried to do it where y'all can see that sunrise behind us, and I'm not sure that the camera is positioned properly to show us to actually let you see the adequate sunrise that's going to happen behind us. I'm really hoping once we can start seeing it. Can y'all see that little boat behind us?
Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning. There's another person. So you guys, we're going to give it a minute to get people going. We're just going to act like we planned to start this thing at 7:00 this morning. Give people a little bit of time to sleep in. I mean, we had a big night last night.
It's convention week.
It's convention week, y'all. It was to tell you that this has been one day. Has been absolutely phenomenal.
I think that was the best first day of convention I've ever.
Best first day of convention and you know,
I've only been at 3, but
absence makes the heart grow fonder. So
I don't know, man. Those are pretty good.
Gosh, dog, that was good yesterday.
Y'all see? Look at my head. Can y'all see that? That is not camera. That is not light. That is not a figment of your imagination. That is an hour and a half sitting outside eating lunch. Is what that is. Man, these fools put us out.
Don't be saying fools.
I'm gonna say this.
Don't be saying fools.
I'm telling you, you've got to. If you're going to accommodate gluten-free and vegetarians, you have to accommodate bald people. Because when you put us outside in the Florida sun with no shade to eat lunch, and we're trying to have conversations with people, I felt there's a guy walked by, another bald guy walked by, and he says,
"If I were an emoji,
he walked by.
I'm rolling my eyes right now."
He walked by, and he goes, "Man, you better get inside."
I'm telling y'all what. And Sherry still look. We got. I'm gonna tell you, people, they better wake their butts up. Let me hold on a second. Let me just get a hold of our people and say, y'all better get up and get on this thing. Get up and get on this.
I will say this: we always talk about the team goes at the speed of the leader. We always talk about that. So our first year convention, the first year I was at convention with you, it was. It was full bore. Me and you kind of.
That was a lot of years ago. That was a long time ago.
And then the next year we had 2 or 3 agents.
I've matured since then.
And then the next year we had 2 or 3.
And by matured, I'm referring to the reference that Sharon Richardson made yesterday to the mature woman, old.
So the next year,
that's a nice way of calling you old.
So the next year we have it's me and Christy again with a couple of agents at convention, and it was a little slower, but it was still pretty wide open. This year, our agents that are here, they're like, it's 7:30.
9:30. It's time for me to hit the sack.
I gotta get in the bed. I'm like, baby, we got all these people to talk to, and she's like, I think I'm ready to go.
I can talk to them tomorrow.
I'm ready to go.
I can talk to them tomorrow. This all week.
Carrie, I didn't either. I was awakened this morning and said, hey, we're gonna do a call.
Yep. I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna adjust this camera. We're gonna move us in a minute. So y'all can see the beautiful sunrise.
And I promise you, there's at some point we're going to talk about something worthwhile other than our adventures and sunsets and misgivings with cameras and bald heads.
And you committing one of the 12 cardinal crimes of a presentation.
Which is what?
A technology.
The technology was fantastic. It's not a failure. It was absolutely fantastic.
Y'all, I just wanted to get up this morning, get in here and make it simple. If there's one thing I can always count on now, for those of you that are on this call, and I love you so much, baby. But one, you're bald. You saw the table sitting outside day before yesterday. That should have been a context clue that we might be sitting outside eating lunch. Carrie, thank you for finding the table. It's kind of one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't. Everybody normally knows that was a big step.
I sure am glad
that was a big step for Carrie yesterday to go out there and pick that table when there was a vast selection of tables at the time. I'm certain. I think Carrie dipped out early. She is the ultimate elf. she's the ultimate alpha because she even dips out early. Like people don't even know she's gone yet. Like it's over with and she's gone. It's because she knows that everybody's about to go eat lunch and she has gone out there and secured 2 tables for our team of people to ensure that everyone has somewhere to sit. So Carrie Leland, thank you for doing that. I'm sorry that my husband did not plan for the fact and he decided to go buy hats after lunch.
Carrie, me getting some. Why are you throwing shade at Carrie? It's not her fault my head's burned. It's the sunshine on the outside.
Because you said these fools put us on the outside. I thought you
I was
were
talking about the
referring to
convention
Carrie.
staff. No.
Oh, okay, my bad. See, that's misinterpretation. That might
That's
have
why that
been.
happens.
That might be one of all those other 12 cardinal flaws.
Somebody wakes
of
up
the
with a
presentation.
little bit of something in her.
So, anyways, but it was phenomenal. The lunch was great. Aaron did try to change lanes because he thought we were in the gluten-free line, and I had to explain to him, baby, this isn't a gluten-free line. They have other things too. This is an information.
I like gluten.
This is an informational. This is an informational document that they have posted so that people know that they do have gluten-free options on this line. But there are other items on this line as well. So then he came back because I'm like, what are you doing in the back of that line over there when we're almost to the table? He's like, that's the gluten-free line. I was like, I'm about to eat me some gluten-free food then because I am not getting in another line.
Not me, baby. I will stand in line to eat some gluten. Hang on. I'm still trying. There we go. So I'm trying to see who all we have here.
We got
Brenda,
people.
Brenda,
Lynn,
Maggie,
Brenda.
Anna.
Maggie's here?
Yep. Good morning, Mags.
Where's Maggie at?
Facebook user.
Good morning, Maggie. Give my Halsey baby some love for me, please.
I think that's what it is. I think we've officially crossed into grandparent territory, so we've become.
We have responsibilities.
We do have responsibilities.
We have responsibilities. I have responsibilities.
Carrie,
plus,
I like gluten. Aaron Dwyer, so 2022.
I like gluten. Well, I was about to eat me some gluten-free lunch if that was the gluten-free line.
I wasn't that hungry.
Because I was that hungry. I was about to have me a lean and green. Natalie Burt would have been proud of me.
She would have been proud
I was about to roll up in the lean and green world right there.
You sure were. It
was good though.
Oh, no, it was
very good. Y'all, the food here is on point.
So Brenda Helton just put a comment that Sean Acor is amazing, and I think that's a good segue into this call because Sean Acor is absolutely amazing.
He was fantastic. So yesterday.
Talk about yesterday.
I'm going to talk about it. So we had 3 keynote speakers yesterday. For those of y'all that aren't here, I'm sitting in that room yesterday listening, even to the first one, to Terry Sojin, Joden. I think her S is silent. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
I'll get the book.
It's okay. So she does sales presentations, and what she does is she goes and she.
Well, back up just a little bit. Because Bob McKinnon said that she was a very integral part
of the development of Ambassador.
Yeah.
Yes. So those of you who have been through Ambassador, if you've not been through Ambassador yet, you'll experience this. But one of the things that she does with her company is she has CEOs and like C-suite people video their presentations, their pitches, their conversations, their whatever they are, the sales, whether it's a sales presentation, whether it's a presentation to the company, whatever, video themselves so they can see how they're being perceived. So they can see themselves through the lens that other people might see them through. And that's one piece of Ambassador is the angel actually videos you and lets you see.
I'm giving Jenny Chris some love.
Okay. So anyway, so she was really good. Normally at convention, normally, even though a lot of the people do coaching and they go and they do speaker and they've written books and all this kind of stuff, there's not normally much technical aspect to their keynotes at convention. It's more, EXIT's very much about having speakers that connect to people, that can make a connection to people. And she was fantastic, but she had more technical stuff. And I was just surprised by that. But it was fantastic.
Oh my gosh, she was so
good.
But
she was
though.
Wonderful. That is not a complaint at all because I was sitting there jotting down notes thinking, golly, what phenomenal information this is for all these agents of ours that are sitting in this room right now, because it just gives us things to think about, like things that you don't always think about when you're going to some of the information she gave us about the different categories, the silent generation. I'd never even heard that term, the silent generation. I mean, I guess I think of like baby boomers. I'd never really thought about the generation prior to the baby boomers. Then you got the baby boomers. Then you got the Gen X's, which is what we are.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the millennials.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Winston. He's in the back going, and I'm like, Winston, we're not at the football game.
It's okay.
Will you please?
You're at a convention. So here, look.
So anyways, so I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
So she was fantastic. And I thought, wow, she was a great speaker. So I wasn't really sure how the tone was going to be set for the rest of the day. Like after that speaker, I didn't know very much about Sean Anchor. I didn't know very much about,
other than he looks like Stan Bishop.
Salida. He does, man. When the thing came out, and he doesn't really look like Stan Bishop in person. Kind of a little bit, I guess.
At a glance,
maybe at a glance. So the second speaker resembled Stan Bishop. The third speaker, we could have sworn was The Rock.
Like
legit. Could have sworn it was Dwayne Johnson. So even his mannerisms, the way his eyes are, the only thing he doesn't have is he doesn't have the thing where The Rock does the one eyebrow thing. So, but so I wasn't real sure after, because she was before lunch. Terry wasn't super sure how the rest of how that was going to set the tone. If this was going to be more of they were going to give us information, like they thought people haven't been here in 3 years. Right. So we're going to kind of feed them a little bit more information. No. Yes and no. So she went from, she was great, she was funny, more informative, to Sean, who was super informative from the knowledge that he was spitting about the science of happiness. He is a neuroscientist. He said his
dad was a neuroscientist.
His dad was a neuroscientist.
So check this out. This dude was a Harvard magna cum laude graduate. He went to graduate school at Harvard. He has been published with these research papers like over. When they're reading his bio, I'm like, man, this is going to be awful. Because anybody that's that Harvard-y, there's no way that they're going to keep me engaged. And this dude was hilarious.
Wow. 69 Girls XYZ just infiltrated our feed on YouTube. We're going to have to take it off. We're going to have to take YouTube off our feed. We're going to have to take this off because 69, we're going to remove that one.